If I had to completely start over from zero with no connections, no team, none of my resources, and I needed to make $100,000 in a month selling life insurance, here is exactly what I would do. 5 years ago, I was actually in that position. I just had dropped out of college, just started my first sales gig. That didn't work. I tried the online money hustles, kind of worked, but really didn't. And then I prayed to God saying, I need a billboard sign that says Wiley Hawkins do this. And God did not give me a billboard, but he did introduce me to life insurance sales. And when I discovered life insurance sales, it completely changed my life. Currently, I run a team doing $9.3 million of paid out commissions a month. Our average guy is making $10,000. We have multiple millionaires. We have hundreds of six-figure earners, hundreds of multi-six-figure earners, and guys that are truly changing their lives physically, spiritually, and financially. So now in this video, I'm going to walk through the blueprint that we have laid out that has gotten this result and how you can go from zero to $100,000 months with this 12-step system. So if you're ready, let's freaking go. Number one, you need to get a life insurance license. When I first was introduced to the industry, my mentors were showing me and telling me how much they made. I said, okay, well, what do I have to do? They said, it's a 20-hour long course, very simple. You pass that in your state, and then you get a license to print money. I said, a license to print money? He said, yes. This is not just a life insurance license. This is your license to print money. That's step number one, baby. Get that license. Number two, you get contracted with all the insurance companies that we represent. The good news is we're a broker. So we get to have access to multiple different companies that allows us to put our clients in the best position. We're more competitive than any other company. So that's why you get licensed with All-Star Life Group. Number three, DBAP. The first time I ever walked into the office, I was 20 years old. I still had pimples on my face. I was a nervous, scrawny kid. Didn't know what the heck I was doing. I was dialing, making phone calls. I was fumbling here, fumbling there, overthinking the whole thing, like a normal new rep. And I kept complaining. I kept overthinking, and I turned to my mentor. I said, I don't know what to do. And he said, I think you forgot what rule number one is. And he turned to this woman named Silvana, and he called her in the office. Silvana walks in. My mentor says, what's rule number one? She goes, don't be a bitch. I said, what? What did you say? And she's like, DBAP. That's rule number one. In life, in business, in specific, you have to have this mentality of you cannot be soft. You have to be willing to take this step, willing to make the call, willing to fall on your face. The toughest man isn't actually physically the strongest. The toughest man is willing to take this step regardless if they have fear or not. So rule number three, DBAP, baby. Number four, if you walk on hot coals, don't expect not to get burnt. Let me put it to you this way. If you're around the fire, you're bound to get hot. What is the fire? We run 3 training calls a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We have a top producer that sells more than $30,000 a month, train you on a set topic. You have to be at those. Monday night, we do a team call, a testimony packed with lessons. Get there. Inside of the offices, we have top producers, top agency owners. Everywhere you go, there is a fire. Stay close to the fire and you're bound to get hot because then you absorb all the information. Then you can take that and shorten your learning curve. That's step number 4. Number 5, I'm gonna give you a math equation that can make you millions and millions and millions of dollars. And luckily it's really simple. It's almost as easy as 2 + 2. Lead flow plus workflow equals cash flow. Our business, we have leads. What a lead is, if you're not familiar, is someone that has filled out a form requesting the product, essentially saying, hey, whatever your name is, hey, Wiley, I'm interested in what you have to sell me. It takes out about 50% of the sales process. Now all we have to do is service the client. It's like, imagine you're at Subway and someone walks in the store. They already want a sandwich. You just got to figure out if they want a 1/6" of footlong. Do they want ham, turkey, salami? Do they want cheese? Do they want it toasted? That's all this is. So you got to get the lead flow down. Then you back it up with workflow, a schedule and consistency, and you turn that into cash flow. Just so you guys know, our average person spends $750 a week. Might sound like a lot depending on where you're at in your life. Guess what? That $750, they turn that into minimum $3,000 to $4,000. This is minimum. Think about that. Every single week, $3,000. What is that? 3, 6, 9, 12? $12,000. Now that is the bar average. If you can work a little harder, if you can learn faster, fail quicker, what do you think you could make? We got guys doing $99,000 a month by following this equation. They spend $2,000 a week. They back it up with 67, 70, 80 hours of work a week, and they flip that into 60K. You talk about the stock market, there's nothing better out there than this return. And the ROI is dependent on you, baby. So if you're one of those guys that knows how to work their tail off, that's gonna be your favorite equation you've ever heard. Number 6, at this point, you're producing. You're selling 25, you're selling 30K. Probably gonna be around 3 to 4 months in at this point. Now, we have to go into social media recruiting. The highest leverage tool that we all have is in our pocket. It's our phone. So what do we do on social media? There's 2 things. 1, we have to understand it's not about us. The best teacher in the world, the best role model is Jesus. When he washed his disciples' feet, he said, I have set an example for you. Do as I have done. Go and help other people. Go and give them this gift. For us at All Star, we have given the people the gift of making more money to change their lives, to get them out of the rat race. We are called to do that. So when you begin that process, what do you actually do? First, you look at your Instagram stories, what you post on a daily basis. The easiest framework is we call this the good news campaign. When you're posting on your stories, everybody in this world shares negativity, hate, all this crap. What we want to do is be a light for people. When we go to the gym, share that. When you get in the Word or do some personal development training, share that. When you're making sales and you get deposits, share that. When your new guys start getting paid, share it. Anything that you deem as good news, share it. What I've seen is the most amount of people that have reached out to me has been when I post me in the gym early in the morning, time after time after time. Wiley, I've seen you in the gym for 9 months, every single day at 6 o'clock. Every single day you post a verse from the Bible. I love that. I'm attracted to that. I want to work with you. Yes, they see all the money, but they're following you for you. Imagine if I set a fire right here. If I had a huge bonfire right here and smoke was up in the air, trust me, all these houses that we're around, you might not see it right now because I look like I'm in the middle of nowhere. All these houses, they're going to come and be like, what? Who's burning this fire? Why is there so much smoke? If you create a fire so big, people are going to come and watch it burn. So that's what good news is, the good news campaign, baby. Number 2, when you begin to post reels and really build out your content, you have to think through who's your dream avatar. Very simple. Your dream avatar is your past self. 18 months ago, 2 years ago, maybe 5 years ago. What struggles did they have? That's the question you gotta ask. Very key, guys. This is super key. A lot of people just miss this stuff. This has made me millions of dollars. What is their struggles? What are their dreams? And what was the solution? Then begin to craft content and be open, be vulnerable. The vulnerability you have, the more people can see and relate to you. And the more relatable you become, the more people want to follow and be alongside with you. So guys, that's the lesson there. Don't be afraid to post. And the last thing on that is just start and figure the rest out later. Number 7, for those of you that have played sports, I played basketball. In basketball, there was always a starting 5, and then you had your role players, bench players, right? For you guys, when you start posting and when you start recruiting, really, you're looking for your starting 5. The guys that you can stand shoulder to shoulder with and march forward. The guys that are gonna push the needle, not the ones that you have to pull or not the ones that you have to push from the behind. You need to find 5 key people that you can pack full of information. You can champion them as leaders and build them up. That's your next phase. So number 7, find your starting 5. Number 8, would it be better if I give you a fish or give you a fishing pole and teach you how to fish? You already know where I'm going with this, and stay with me. You have to teach people how to teach people. Those are the best mentors. There's 3 phases to this business. Number 1, learn how to sell. Learn how to recruit people and teach them how to sell. Number 3, teach people how to teach people. If you can get that down and really be good at teaching people how to fish and then teaching them how to teach others how to do that, it's game over. The sky's the limit. You found your starting 5. Now you're beginning to teach them. Now I'll tell you this, how do you mentor someone? You give them a small task and you see how quickly they hit it. You give them a bigger task, how quickly do they hit it? Then you can give them more responsibility and see how quickly they hit it. Now, if they're not hitting it, it's probably someone you might need to, 1, not give tasks to, or 2, consider is that someone that you want in your starting 5. Some people take time, some people get it right away. That's gonna be number 8. Number 9, this is one of the most powerful lessons you'll ever learn. It's called delegate. Very simple, not done properly. Stay with me. First off, I want you guys to write down all of the tasks that make you money. In our business, it's simple: selling, training, recruiting. Then write down all of the tasks you do on an everyday basis. Anything that is outside of selling, training, and recruiting, delegate. Your time is gonna start to become worth $200, $300, $400 an hour. I made $333,000 last month. I was on the plane with a flight attendant, or I was asking her, how much do you make an hour? And she said, well, I make 28 bucks an hour. She turned to me, she said, how much do you make an hour? I looked it up, I made $1,600 an hour. So if I can pay somebody 18 bucks, 25 bucks. If I could pay someone $250 an hour, I'm making $1,400 to work in my sweet zone. So focus on your sweet spot. Those 3 things, delegate. Now, the nice thing with All-Star, we have hundreds of staff members, hundreds of trained virtual assistants that they know exactly what you need, what to do. All you have to do is pay them. They take care of the rest. You get your time back. You get to focus on your sweet spots. That's the first thing. Number 2, you've had your starting 5. Now this is the most important thing. With staff, you delegate task. With leaders, you delegate authority. Very key. How do you give someone authority? The more involvement on a plan, the more creative control they have on a plan, the more equity they get in the plan, and the more they want to help you run it. So when you're beginning to build office culture systems, XYZ, involve them. And then they will begin to have authority over the plan, especially if you give them and you put them in charge of something. And then you just champion them, you encourage them, you instill belief in them. That's your job, is to instill belief in others. So delegate tasks through your staff, delegate authority through your leaders, and then get out of the way. Number 10, here's a verse for you. For lack of vision, the people perish. You could have all the best systems, you could have all the best leads, all the best mentors, all of this. If you truly don't have a vision, it will crumble one day. So what is your vision? Where are you headed? Ask yourself that. Where are you taking people? And once you have that mapped out, then begin to figure out what is the pillars? What are the key important elements that you want to portray? So I'm gonna share mine so you guys can get some ideas. Our mantra is for those who aim higher. Aim higher in every aspect of their life. They want more in every aspect. And for those who aim higher and point up to God and say, thank you, all the glory, all the accolades that I have, all the money in my bank account, all the amazing blessings, aim higher, point back to God. You might resonate in both categories or maybe one. That's our mantra. People can get on board and they can see that vision. Here are our pillars. We're gonna teach you to make so much mother effing money, you won't even know what to do with it. So number 1, finances. But if you had all the money in the world, but you were sick tomorrow, even if you had a sore throat, you'd only be thinking about my sore throat. So we want to make sure that you're healthy. We wanna max out that stat. Can you be the healthiest version, the strongest, the most fit version of yourself? Get you physically fit. Now, if you're financially fit, physically fit, but you're not doing it with a bigger purpose, if you don't have a community or God, it's all vanity. I'll share this with you guys. If you can either build with silver and gold, or you can build with straw and hay. Most people you watch online, they build with straw and hay. And what do I mean by that? There's going to be a fire that comes down one day, and if you built stuff with straw and hay, guess what happened? When fire hits silver and gold, it gets stronger. The iniquities go away. The blemishes go away. You get sharper. You have to build with silver and gold. Number 11, everything we went through is amazing. If you miss this next step, it's all going to crumble. Hold the standard. You've created the vision. You've created the leaders, you've created the systems, you've assigned the people in the right spot. Now it's going to be about consistency. Because most of the time in business, this is what happened when I started making 6 figures a month. It was like tick, 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 tick. I'm probably gonna quit. I wanna quit, tick, tick. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can keep doing this. I'm 2 years into this thing, 3 years into this thing, and then boom, 100K months. This was for myself personally. Most of our guys, we've had 5 guys come in here and within 9 months make over 100K a month. They're all in the ages of 18 to 21. Imagine that. What were they really great at? Was lesson number 11. They held the standard. Because right now you're gonna be on month 7, 8, maybe 9 in this timeline. And you have to hold this standard moving forward for the rest of your agency and the rest of your career. But if you wanna hit that 100K mark from months 9 to 12, it's all about holding the standard. Number 12, and most important, it really could be number 1. It says, those that exalt themselves get humbled. Those that raise themselves up get humbled. Those that humble themselves get exalted, get raised up. I'll say it to you in a different way. Big ego, little business. Little ego, big business. Confidence and pride are very different. What you guys need to understand is most people that I've seen, they start having this success. They get this praise and then their head gets big. The more praise they get, it like all goes into their head, and then their head's the size of a freaking watermelon, maybe 4 of them, and they walk around like they know everything. People don't want to follow that. If they think they're the smartest person in the room, they're the dumbest person in the room. Once you get to the 100K mark, don't fumble the bag, baby. Check your ego at the door. And the last thing that I'll say to you guys is what I said earlier in this. Jesus set the best example. He did not come to be served, but to serve others. Your job is to serve others. Every single day, the scoreboard is 0, 0. You're not owed anything. It's a gift that we have breath in our lungs. It's a gift that we have money in our bank account. It's a gift that we have hot and cold water. It's a gift that you have this opportunity. It's a gift you get to mentor people. So go out and earn it all. Earn every single piece of it. So guys, check your ego at the door, because so many people miss this. And for us at All-Star, we always just climbed up. We were never the fastest growing team. People skyrocketed past us, but next thing you know, they had a huge ego and they fell. It was just all these titans falling, and what we slowly did was boom, 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 boom. And now we've continued to rise up the ranks, and we're the fastest growing insurance team in America. Call me, see if there's someone faster. Let's go brass tacks, numbers to numbers. I can't find it, but it's because every single one of us has woken up and just remembered the scoreboard's 0, 0. We got to go and earn our keep. So earn your keep, baby. Now, this system only works if you're part of a good team with good structure, with real people. And that's what we've been building. The industry average is 90% of agents fail. Here at All-Star, 10% of agents fail. We've flipped it. And we're looking for more people like you. This is going to be hard. It is going to be challenging. You do have to check your ego. You do have to change a lot about yourself. But when you get started here, we'll take care of the licensing process for you. We'll take care of contracting. We provide 6 weeks of free leads. Our average guy is earning $8,000 in that 6-week program so they can learn while they earn. Then you take that money and you begin reinvesting and flipping it into $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a week. Now the money's great here. The thing that I'm the most proud of is guys are more fit than they've ever been. Their relationships are richer. Their relationships with alcohol in the past, they've dropped those to the sides. They've gotten rid of addictions. They've developed a faith. They have a light to their eyes. And there's just this band of brothers. There's not a price tag on it. And if you're in need of that and you're ready to work 60, 70, 80 hours a week and really be willing to sacrifice everything, then we're willing to fight for you. We're not gonna let you ever fail. We'll bleed out of this business before you fail, as long as you always put your best foot forward. So let's see what you have, what it takes. There's going to be a link in the description that gives you the opportunity to hop on an interview, and let's see what you have, what it takes. So guys, I freaking love you guys. Like and subscribe. We would appreciate that. Seriously, just subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Hit that like button. Do it right now. I know you're thinking about it. All right, come on, let's get after it. But I love y'all. I'm out. I'll see you guys in the interview. Peace.